The Dredge by Tommy Beets over the course of 5 years with the finest season of The Dredge, bringing in an astonishing $5 million. It is important to note that the profitability of The Dredge was not without its share of difficulties. The determination of Beets was put to the test by two sinking situations, one of which involved fine sound which clogged, slows, and spilled onto the deck due to the neglect of the night crew, which consisted of leaving hatches on the open deck. The pontoon became filled with sand and water, which ultimately led to a partial sinking of the vessel. However, Tony Beets's conviction in the potential of dredges in contemporary gold mining methods was not significantly shaken by the difficulties that he encountered. Despite the fact the dredges are not typically used in modern gold mining, Tony Beets continued to be confident that he could bring about the desired results. A thorough disassembly and reconstruction of the enormous equipment was carried out by Beets and his colleagues after they had spent a period of 6 months relocating the 350-ton machine for the purpose of continuing gold exploration. A great number of skeptics expressed doubts about the practicability of the project, arguing that it was not feasible. Beets, on the other hand, remained steadfast and demonstrated to those who were skeptical that the dredge could be successfully revived. The dredge's journey took an unexpected turn in April 2017 when Tony Beets appeared before the Yukon Territorial Court following what Gold Rush hinted at as a Viking baptism intended to reverse the dredge's luck. Since the dredge is still a crucial part of Beets' mining strategy, viewers are left wondering what new challenges and triumphs lie ahead in the constantly evolving world of Gold Rush. However, one thing can be said with absolute certainty: a former employee used patrol in the pond where the dredge was located, setting in a fire in order to ensure that the dredge was successful. Beets and his team took some unprecedented steps, which resulted in a fine of $331,000 for breaking the Yukon waters. The tale will continue to be shaped in large part by Tony Beets's tenacity and creativity, which will guarantee that the dredge will always represent the difficulties and outcomes of gold mining in the pond. Despite this, Tony Beets' origin story and his trajectory in the gold mining industry tell a story of perseverance, determination, and success that goes beyond the drama that is depicted on television. Tony Beets, whose name is synonymous with the harsh world of gold mines, did not enter the scene of the gold rush as the principal player, but rather as a counselor to Todd Hoffman on the secrets of effective gold mining. Afterwards, he took on the position of a harsh instructor to Parker Schindel, a young mining prodigy. Tony Beets was born in the Netherlands on December 15, 1959. His parents Klaus and Ma Beets also gave him the sense that farming was not a viable career path in his home country. In 1980, Tony and his family relocated to Canada. From the United States, they landed on a farm near Salmon Arm in the British Columbian state in search of fresh opportunities. When they first started their dairy farm, milking cows was their main source of revenue. However, the gold mining industry's pool would soon change the course of Tony Beets' life. In 1984, after working in the construction industry for 3 years, Beets decided to pursue a career in gold mining. This decision would ultimately determine his fate, and it is a testament to Tony's tenacity and unwavering dedication that his career in gold mining has been successful from the start. Despite the numerous challenges he faced, Beets managed to establish himself as a well-known figure in the industry. Terry was able to show how committed he was to sharing the information and skills he had acquired during his life by mentoring Parker Knoll. Even though Tommy Beets faced problems and thinking accidents during his career in mining and mineral exploration, his investment in the Clear Creek Dredge is regarded as one of his most significant accomplishments. Beets remained unwavering in his quest to discover gold, and being successful in the mining industry shows that he is a highly respected individual in the gold mining sector. It also shows that he is determined and has a creative approach to overcome problems. Because of his unwavering dedication and remarkable accomplishments, whether they were portrayed on the real-life television series Gold Rush or witnessed in his actual mining endeavors, Tommy Beets serves as an inspiration to others. He is a true example of the rewards that come with hard work and strong commitment to one's goals for people who want to work as miners. Tony Beets' journey serves as motivation since it shows that with dedication and perseverance, even the most challenging challenges can be conquered in the pursuit of gold. Thanks for watching my video. Tony defeats the larger-than-life miner in the intensely hectic realm of Gold Rush, setting a lofty aim for Season 14 to extract an incredible 6,000 of gold. Tony Beets set out to accomplish his ambition, but the season took an unexpected turn when his oldest son, Kevin, left the show, unexpectedly casting down out on Tommy's mining objectives. When Kevin abruptly left the mining industry's weekly performance declined and fear sprang out. In the face of difficulties, the revival of Dredge Number 1, which was a move that mirrored the achievements of another miner named Parker Schubel, the floating industrial bucket that dates back to 1939, was the most notable aspect of Tony Beets' comeback. Beets was forced to come up with a new plan of action, and the moment that proved to be decisive was when he was successful in obtaining a water license for the Indian River. Beets revealed the innovative ideas, which included the purchase of a new washing plant. Tony triumphs the Viking dredge, sometimes referred to as Beets' Dredge Number 1, as an incredible 350 tons of weight. Dredge Number 1, also referred to as its predecessor, was purchased by Beets during the 5th season of Gold Rush, demonstrating his willingness to invest a substantial sum in cutting-edge machinery. In 1939 alone, the dredge was instrumental in the extraction of an incredible 1 million ounces of ponded gold, which is equivalent to an astounding $1.8 billion in modern currency. Despite the dredge's age and the fact that it hadn't been used since the 1980s, Beets recognized the potential for this type of dredge to completely transform his mining company. The disassembly process took longer than anticipated, in Season 5 taking 11 weeks. This was due to a complication that arose during the dredge setup. The relocation from Clear Creek to Paradise Hill Claim and then to Eureka Creek Claim took 6 months. During the journey, several obstacles had to be overcome, such as a leaking pontoon and a malfunctioning breaker panel. During the 6th season, the dredge was used at Eureka Creek, where it demonstrated its remarkable capacity to process 2,000 buckets of water per minute by performing the duties of a dozer, excavator, rock truck, and loader. This mining tool proved to be incredibly versatile, allowing him to expand his mining operations arsenal. Working side by side at the Eureka Creek claimed during Season 7, both dredges demonstrated Tony Beets' determination to establish himself as the dominant force in the conduct. Tony Beets also purchased Beets' Dredge Number 2, a dredge that has been in operation for 7 decades and has its own distinct history. During the 1940s, prior to this, it had only been operational for a total of 5 years at Thistle Creek Claim and thus required a large amount of maintenance. The most recent event of the season is Tony Beets' aggressive efforts to revive the success of his dredges after a 5-year hiatus, demonstrating his will to regain the title of King of Kunder. While Tony Beets highlighted the dredge's remarkable cost-effectiveness and said, "It's by far the most efficient wash plant I've ever had. One thing is clearly clear as viewers of Gold Rush anxiously await the culmination of Tony Beets' ambitious ambitions. What are the possibilities that Tony Beets will be able to reach his target of 6,000, or will the obstacles continue to test the limits of his determination?" The restoration of Dredge Number 1 is a significant chapter in the tale of a young person who is never afraid to go big or go home. Only time will tell as the Gold Rush narrative develops what will become of Beets' Dredge and whether or not it holds the secret to Tony Beets' comeback to the throne. In the The dredge may be remembered by show viewers as an ambitious experiment that had many setbacks, including repeatedly plunging underwater, but Tony Beets, who has always been the driven innovator, takes great pride in overcoming challenges and succeeding. Despite the fact that it was initially positioned over Clear Creek, Tony Beets continues to serve as a symbol of both invention and the difficulties that it presents. Despite sinking twice in just 6 weeks, the $1 million dredge was not an ideal setup. Nevertheless, Pats showed his perseverance by trying to get it back up and running by 2016 when compared to the earnings he had earned from his previous wash plants. The dredge had shown to be a worthwhile investment, yielding an astounding 60% return and astounding $7 million worth of gold was extracted.